As seasoned Star Wars fans may already know, the Jedi Order has long been admired for their mastery over the classic 7 forms of lightsaber combat: Shisho, Makashi, Soresu, Ataru, Shien, Gemso, and Niman. Each of these styles was crafted to enhance a Jedi's ability to defend peace in the galaxy. Some excelled in one-on-one dueling, others focused on acrobatics or defense, allowing the Jedi to wait patiently for an opening in combat. In this video, we'll uncover the 3 most dangerous and forbidden lightsaber forms: Vaapad, Trata, and Juyo. Each of these techniques pushed its users perilously close to the dark side. So let's begin with the most enigmatic of them all, Vaapad. Vaapad was a unique variation of Form 7, developed by Jedi Master Mace Windu. While Juyo, the original Form 7, was chaotic and aggressive, Vaapad took this one step further by allowing its user to channel their inner darkness. Windu believed that every Jedi, no matter how disciplined, harbored a shadow within them. Vaapad was the result of Windu's attempt to transform this darkness into a force of good. What made Vaapad so dangerous was that it required the user to walk a fine line between light and dark. It demanded that the fighter embrace the fury and aggression of battle but keep control over their emotions. This dance with darkness was a dangerous gamble, one that only a few could master. Windu himself was the greatest practitioner of Vaapad, and he allowed very few Jedi to learn it. Deepa Bilaba, Windu's trusted apprentice, was one of the rare exceptions. At the core of Vaapad was the technique known as the superconducting loop. This allowed Windu to absorb and reflect the dark energy of his opponents, turning their aggression back on them. In this legendary duel against Darth Sidious, Windu used Vaapad to deflect Sidious' dark power and nearly defeated him. But even Windu knew that using Vaapad was like playing with fire. The closer one got to mastering it, the closer they came to losing themselves to the dark side. Few dared to wield Vaapad, and for good reason. Only a Jedi with unshakable control could keep the darkness at bay while using this form, which is why it was forbidden to most. While Vaapad was dangerous for its emotional toll and proximity to darkness, there were other lightsaber forms that were just as risky ones that relied on strategy and deception. The next forbidden form is one such technique, Trata. While Trata is more of a technique than a form, it is still forbidden for the Jedi. Unlike Vaapad, which harnesses raw emotion, Trata is all about outsmarting your opponent. This rare technique was developed during the days of the Old Republic by a Jedi counselor who sought to compensate for the weakness with a lightsaber. The technique takes full advantage of the lightsaber's ability to turn off and on instantly. By deactivating the blade at a critical moment during combat, the Jedi could bypass their opponent's defenses and then reignite the lightsaber for a lethal strike. While it was an undeniably clever and effective form of combat, the Jedi Council frowned upon it. Trata consists of 3 key techniques: Pass the Blade, Unbalancing Block, and Flash Slash. Pass the Blade is that the Jedi deactivates their lightsaber during a clash, slipping past their opponent's defense only to reignite it when they are unguarded. Unbalancing Block. This technique involves blocking an enemy strike, then deactivating the lightsaber to throw their opponent off balance, creating a vulnerable opening. And last, Flash Slash. Here, the lightsaber is activated for just a brief moment, delivering a quick, disorientating strike before the enemy can react. Despite its strategic brilliance, Trata was seen as dishonorable by many Jedi, who valued fairness and transparency in battle. But in time of desperation, even some Jedi Masters, like Corran Horn and Mara Jade Skywalker, used Trata to survive against overwhelming odds. In more recent history, Cal Kestis, the protagonist of Jedi Fallen Order, used Trata to battle the second Sister Inquisitor. But all this did not stop the Jedi from using Trata. But the main reason why it was not used was because it was considered unsportsmanlike. While Trata played with deception, the next forbidden form is pure fury, aggressive, unrestrained, and often chaotic. Juyo, the original Form 7, is the most dangerous lightsaber combat style ever created. Before Mace Windu developed Vaapad, there was Juyo, the primal form of lightsaber combat that became infamous for its sheer ferocity. Known as Form 7, Juyo is the most unpredictable and violent of all the lightsaber styles, relying on unbridled emotion and chaotic attacks. Unlike the more refined and balanced form of combat like Makashi or Soresu, Juya is raw, wild, and full of energy. Every movement is designed to overwhelm the opponent, battering them with relentless offense until they have no room to counter. The form was created for dueling with the goal of quickly and viciously defeating an opponent in a one-on-one scenario. But this comes at cost. Juya draws heavily on the user's emotions, anger, hatred, and passion. For the Jedi who strive to suppress such feelings, Juya was seen as too dangerous. The Jedi Code teaches that there's no emotion, there's peace. But in Juya, emotion is everything. It's no surprise then that this form was most commonly used by the Sith. Darth Maul is perhaps the most well-known user of Juya, and his fighting style reflects the very nature of the form, chaotic, brutal, and relentless. During his famous duel against Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, Maul's mastery of Juya pushed the Jedi to their limits. His savage, unpredictable strikes left little room for defense, a hallmark of the form's devastating power. Yet, for all its strength, Juya is not without its weaknesses. This form requires immense focus and emotional control, but for many it's all too easy to lose themselves in the rage. For a Jedi, this made Juya a direct path to the dark side. The Sith, however, embraced this flaw, using the anger as a source of strength. This is why it was forbidden for the Jedi to use it. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video and want to see what happened if Luke Skywalker joined Darth Vader in Cloud City, you can watch this video right there. And be sure to subscribe and like, and as always, may the Force be with you.